Welcome to Grung TV, the entertainment hub for news, views, reviews, and gossip. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
Welcome back to Ground TV. The police say a man who was caught on camera breaking into a friend's house in Kendall District, Hanover, has been charged with burglary, larceny, and malicious destruction of property. Charge is 20-year-old Jamar Taylor of Kendall District in Hanover. Reports are that about 6 p.m. on Friday, the complainant locked up his dwelling and left when Taylor broke into the property through a PCV glass valued at approximately $100,000 and stole $300 and 5,000 Jamaican dollars. The complainant later reviewed footage from his CCTV camera during which he identified the accused to be a close friend of his. A report was made to the police and Taylor was subsequently arrested and charged. One man was killed and 2 others injured during a crash along Cross Hill Main Road in Clarendon yesterday. Dead is 60-year-old security guard Denton Brown of Cross Hill District in the parish. According to the police, about 2:30 p.m., Brown was driving a Toyota Corolla motor car along the main road. He was reportedly negotiating a corner when he crashed into another motor car that was parked on the roadway. He then reportedly lost control of his motor car, which overturned. Brown and his 2 passengers, a man and a woman, were injured. They were taken to hospital where Brown died and the 2 other passengers were treated. The police have nabbed a man who reportedly broke into a woman's home in Eltham Acres, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and robbed her last month. The accused has been identified as 22-year-old Kimani Walker. He has been charged with burglary, robbery with aggravation, and illegal possession of firearm. Police reports are that the accused, armed with a firearm, broke into the complainant's home, bound her hands, gagged her, and then robbed her several times before escaping. The incident, which took place between 1 and 2 a.m. on Tuesday, January 26, was subsequently reported to the police, and Walker was later arrested and charged after he was pointed out on an identification parade. The coordinated efforts of business owner and the police in St. Elizabeth, along with the use of technology, has led to the arrest and charge of a man who reportedly broke into a bar on Main Street, Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth on Saturday. Charged with shopbreaking with intent is 27-year-old Odin Gale, a chef of Brighton Street in St. Elizabeth. Reports from the Santa Cruz police are that about 4 a.m., the business owner was remotely monitoring his premises when he noticed untoward occurrences. He contacted the police, who responded and caught Gale inside the business place. He was arrested later and charged. His court date is being finalized. The Negril police have charged 50-year-old Danzy Brown of Cookie Street, Savlamar in Westmoreland, following a robbery at Transport Center in the parish December last year. Reports from the police are that about 8:45 p.m. on Tuesday, December 29, the complainant was waiting for a taxi when he was allegedly pounced upon by Brown, who was armed with a knife. He allegedly robbed the complainant of $43,000 and 2 cell phones valued at $50,000 before escaping on foot in the area. Brown was arrested on Saturday and charged with robbery with aggravation. 2 men suspected of stealing a ceiling fan from a school in Caledonia District, Westmoreland on Saturday, arrested and charged with office housebreaking, larceny, and receiving stolen property. Charged are 51-year-old Steve Rowe of South Den Avenue in Kingston and 44-year-old Patrick Campbell, otherwise called Bingy, of Newmarket Oval, Savlamar in Westmoreland. Reports from the Negril police are that upon returning to the school on Monday, January 18, the principal discovered that a ceiling fan valued $11,000 was stolen from a classroom. The incident was reported to the police and Rowe was identified as a suspect. Following up operations led to the arrest of Campbell, whose house was searched and the stolen fan found inside his bedroom. Both men were charged, however their court dates have been finalized. The Spanish Town police are reporting that 3 people are in custody in relation to the death of a toddler who was mowed down by a motor car on Marchpen Road in Spanish Town on Saturday. The 3 men turned themselves into the police on Sunday. Reports are that 2-year-old Tayshawn McDonald was in his community about 11:30 a.m. when a Suzuki Swift motor car hit him. He died whilst being treated at hospital. As the investigation continues, the police continue to encourage anyone who have information that can assist with the probe to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305. Police 119 emergency number or the nearest police station. A St. James man died after his motorcycle collided with a motor car on Point Main Road in the parish yesterday. The police said 29-year-old Richie Elite of Springfield in the parish was driving along the roadway at about 12:30 p.m. when he lost control of the motorcycle and collided into a Nissan motor car that was traveling in the opposite direction. He was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. A dispute between cousins in Norwood St. James has left one dead and the other in police custody. The Montego Hill police reported that 25-year-old Jerome KERR, otherwise called Bull, and his 37-year-old cousin Kenroy Cox got into an altercation about 10:15 p.m. on Thursday when KERR used a knife to stab Cox several times. The injured man was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police said KERR turned himself in and was charged with murder yesterday. He gave a caution statement. An elderly woman is now dead following a motor vehicle accident along the Greenvale Main Road in Manchester this afternoon. She has been identified as Ina Whiteley of Warwick, address in the parish. According to reports, at approximately 12:30 p.m., a Toyota Probox taxi was traveling along the Greenvale Main Road heading onto Winston Jones Highway when its driver overtook a truck. The driver lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a median along the roadway. Whiteley, a passenger in the vehicle, was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. The driver of the motor vehicle is currently hospitalized. The police say they have not yet ascertained if there were other passengers in the vehicle. Superintendent of Manchester Police Gary Francis is appealing to the motorists to adhere to the road code, specifically the speed limit, to avoid road fatalities. 3 men who allegedly broke into a home, tied up a man, and robbed him of $8,800 in Whole Harbour Bay in St. Catherine on Friday have been arrested and charged. The men were charged with housebreaking and robbery with aggravation. They are 20-year-old Leonardo Gabriel, otherwise called Jim, 23-year-old John I. Smith, otherwise called Order, and 35-year-old Wayne Smith, otherwise called Shovel, all of the same St. Catherine community. The police said about 8 a.m. the men, allegedly armed with knives and machetes, kicked open the door of the complainant's home, entered and tied him up. The men reportedly then proceeded to rob him of $8,800. The complainant managed to escape unhurt. A man remains in hospital in serious condition following a reported high-speed chase shootout along Spanish Town bypass in St. Catherine last night. The police say investigators are still collecting information on the incident. However, a police source revealed that cops intercepted an Audi motor car in Central Village, also in the parish, with 4 male occupants who may be related to the incident. Residents indicated that the incident along the bypass happened about 10:30 p.m. They stated that a silver Toyota Probox with men and other occupants was in a high-speed chase with another car, believed to be a white Nissan 80 wagon, when they heard a barrage of gunshots. The Toyota Probox reportedly lost control and crashed into a wall near the intersection of Joel Blaine and the bypass. A man believed to be the driver of the ill-fated vehicle sustained gunshot wounds and was trapped inside the car. It was reported that the 3 other occupants managed to free themselves from the vehicle and fled before the police arrived on the scene. The police indicated that more than a dozen spent shells believed to have been fired from a high-caliber weapon were recovered at the scene.